We are here in beautiful Chandler with Lashawn. It's Lashawn. She's a
Hi.
homeowner here in beautiful Chandler. Tell us about yourself. Where are you from and where did you grow up?
I am from California, Los Angeles, and I grew up in Los Angeles. I moved to Arizona about 25 years ago and bought a house about 11 years ago.
What was the reason for you buying a house versus renting a house? I know, crazy question, but there's a reason for it.
Well, I wanted to be able to leave my kids, you know, something that would benefit them in the future.
The reason I ask is same reasoning that we actually use for buying a home can actually be used and applied to all other things we actually consume, like electricity. So tell us bit more about your system. About how many kilowatts do you have?
About 10 kilowatts.
So how about production versus usage? How much are you producing versus how much you're using?
Well, I'm producing about 80% of my utility usage. Um, Only because my system wasn't working right, then it was working right. But right now, the winter time, it's about 80% of my usage.
Oh, okay, nice. All right. So during the winter, so I can only imagine what it's like during the summer months.
Right. I'm
so
hoping that the summer be 100%.
so have you had it during the summer yet?
Yes.
Okay. So as far as like last summer, were you producing more than you were actually using?
I think it was kind of at like 90.
Oh, about 90%. Okay.
Yeah. I think it was at 90 because I was still getting a small bill from APS.
Do you have a battery? Did you purchase a battery with your
No,
system?
no, I want to.
Okay.
That's my next goal.
So you've had solar for how long now?
So I got it in 2022.
Did you compared the months prior to before you had solar to after you've actually had solar?
Um, no, actually, my bill hasn't changed because I'm paying. I got a loan for my solar system,
Mm-hmm.
so my loan payment is 150 a month, and I was still getting a bill for like 20, $30
Okay.
in the summertime. So my bill didn't change.
So
Um,
okay. So before that, so you were getting so it's 150 plus the 20 or $30 that you were paying on top of that to APS.
yes.
Okay. And prior to that, how much was your electricity bill before you even had solar?
So in the summertime, my electricity bill will go as high as like 240, as low as 190.
Okay, so you're actually
Only saving about
saving about
$40.
yeah, but you actually have a that's with the loan repayment and the actual bill that's on top of their loan payment. So
Hmm.
that's total. You're about 180 tops, and you used to be around about 190 to two. What was it?
240.
240. So
Hmm.
190 to about 240,
Hmm. In the summertime.
all the way down to about 180 at most,
Yeah,
roughly.
yeah. But I was expecting to get like zero bill.
Right.
Well, probably like $30 bill, but
Those are some of the salesmen out there, the door to
lied
door
to you.
salesmen. They actually paint this picture. Some of them
It's gonna
do it.
wipe out your bill.
Some of them do it ignorantly, like they don't actually know it's what they've been told.
Okay.
Their understanding is sometimes limited because people that are actually knowledgeable about the systems and about what goes into it and what you might be able to get out of it are actually not the people that are typically going door to door.
Okay.
They're typically the people that are going door to door. They're typically just booking the appointment and just getting your information and making sure you qualify. And typically they'll book you with a salesman who will come out and actually go over the details with you. And typically the information that you get about like, hey, your bill's going to be lower usually comes for the people that are actually knocking on your door and trying to sell you solar. So this is why I actually built this channel, so people will actually know and get the information they need and the honest information. About how much time will it take you to pay off your solar?
Oh my God. Now, which is, it's only 2% entrance, 2.7, I think, entrance. But because I didn't get the tax credit, which would have dropped it down by $8,000.
You didn't get the tax credit.
No.
So what was the reasoning behind that?
I when I filed, I'm a entrepreneur, so when I filed my thing, I did it myself, and I forgot.
Oh, so you didn't actually claim it on your taxes.
Yes. And then the next year, I got audited for the last one that I filed. So it was just too much stuff.
Yeah.
I never went back. And then the next year came and I was like, they didn't, I was trying to get a program to help me file my taxes. So they didn't do that. Like I would have had to go and pay for it. So, and I was just ignorant on that part, I guess. And I never filed it. So I need to go back and amend it and file that credit.
So, if you don't mind sharing with our audience about how much was the total price of your solar system?
So it's 26,000.
26,000?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's for a roughly 10 kilowatt system.
Yes.
Okay, and no battery. All right, and it is located, I believe, on the
right side of my. Okay. Well, I guess if I'm turned this way, it's the left side.
The left side.
It's the south side of my property.
After 10 to 15 years, you want to make sure the efficiency is still at what it needs to be.
Yep.
Okay.
And that I would have to pay for.
Okay. So, so that's not covered in the warranty?
No.
Oh, okay.
I know, that's what I said. That's for the official, like I should check because of like wear and tear, the weather. Okay. Check to make sure that they're still giving off the same thing. So at 10 or 15 years, I pay for somebody to come check it. If it's running low, they come out to replace them.
Okay. And that, do you pay for the replacement or that's
no,
covered?
No, that's covered.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Only thing I would have to pay for is the inspection.
Okay.
Which is to inspect to see if it's running still efficient.
If you could share with all your neighbors watching, please just tell us a little bit more about your journey, your solar journey, and how you came about getting this beautiful system on this beautiful home.
Well, I saw my neighbor across the street. They got solar. And I saw another neighbor get solar. And I started doing a little research. And I found out that it would lower my payment. And then one guy came walking through and he was telling me about it. So I talked to him and I was gonna go with them, but then my brother told me that he knew somebody that was into solar and that he would get like affiliate. So I went with that company instead of the other company. Right. You know, just to help a brother out.
Go with family, yeah, right. Of course. All right. So, all right. And so your first method of contact was actually someone coming to your door, knocking on your door and telling you about solar after you've seen your neighbors actually get solar.
Yep.
But your brother, who you spoke to about it, was like, hey, I get an affiliate. So I get an affiliate fee, so go with us. So right. You went with them.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
And that salesperson, the first salesperson, was really good. She kind of explained a lot of the, like you were saying, the kilowatts and how much it would be a difference and how to get my my tax credit. But
and what company was that? Do you remember?
Ooh, I can't remember.
I can't remember. So what company did you actually end up going with?
Sun.
All right, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, Sun something.
All right, so about how long did this process actually take? So you said that there was a series of events that actually happened. So how long from the time that you actually started seeing your neighbors getting solar to the time you actually decided, hey, I'm gonna do this?
About 6 months.
About 6 months. Okay.
Yeah, and then it took them about a month to put the solars on because they
Okay.
had to get it approved from the APS.
Okay.
So that took, I think, about 2.5 weeks. Um, my credit, I was able to get approved right away for the loan. Um, and once I was approved for the loan and APS came back, they sent somebody out to start putting it up.
Oh, okay. So the whole process of them actually, from you actually speaking to them initially to them actually installing the solar system was only a month.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
That's pretty fast.
yeah. I thought so too.
What were your objections initially?
I didn't want to add another loan on my credit. Like I didn't want another loan. I didn't want to have to pay a lot of money,
Right.
um, which I wind up still doing because now I got that loan.
So I I kind of like to look at it like this. Um, just imagine how it would have been had you not got the loan and have been paying. You said what, one, anywhere from 190 to 240 or
Mhm.
230
Mhm.
a month and not getting anything for it. Like it's just money that's not giving you any equity. Like
Right.
it's not, you're not getting a return on your money. Like
Right.
if you're gonna spend the money anyways, you might as well go ahead and put it towards something that you're gonna own rather than just giving the money away. Like it's like renting a house rather than buying a house. You
Mhm.
want to have something for it, the money that you're already going to give them, you know. I just look at it like that. And also, if you're going to save money in the process, that's a win-win. Like you're
Right.
getting something. Not only you're getting something for your money, you're spending less money to get that.
Yeah, and it put value on my house,
Right.
so it
It
did increase the value of my house.
What has been the most enjoyable thing about getting solar?
Well, I enjoy the savings. That's one thing that I enjoy. I enjoy saving, even if it's not like I thought. Um, it's something.
Mm-hmm.
So the savings, I would definitely say that that is a savings because now when we wash and dry and all of that every day, I keep my AC because we live in Arizona. I keep it at 76, so that is it's been saving us.
Mm-hmm. So
But
you
I
don't
do
have to
want to
worry,
get batteries
right?
because the batteries would help me. Because I sometimes I feel like APS is kind of like keeping some of my energy
Mm-hmm.
because we could sell the energy back to APS,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if they're just keeping the energy that I made. I don't know. I'm not a tech or
Well,
anything like that.
usually they would install a metering system with the solar system,
Yep.
and it actually monitors how much you're producing and how much you're using. And some companies even have an app where you can actually look at this
I
and
think
see
mine's
how
do.
much you are sending back to the grid and not using. So
Yeah.
typically, yeah, you have something that's showing you that. Um,
I never signed up for the app either.
but yeah, that's really cool that you could actually sell it back to APS. I know SRP has the same thing where you can actually sell it back to them and they'll send you
A credit.
credits. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hmm.
When, this is a cool question. When did you start feeling like a solar expert?
I still don't feel like a solar
Well,
expert.
there's a lot of people that don't know as much as you know about solar, to be
Oh,
honest. I mean, that's one of the reasons I actually created this channel, is to inform people. I mean, a lot of people just don't know about new technology and they need something like this where they could sit down and have someone talking about it and informatively, educating them. Final question, would you do it all again?
yes.
Nice.
I would. I would do it, but I would do it differently. I would not get a loan. I would do private. I would give me a loan from my bank separately, and I would save my money and buy my solar panels. Every year I would buy 10. I would buy, or however many I need. After I get that one inspection that tells me how many panels I need, I would do that, and I would get a battery. Like, I
Right.
would do it completely different because I would want to see, me personally, I want to see the return quick.
Right, right. We're
Like right
always
now, right, right.
that's how we always are. We want instant gratification.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
I mean, I feel like yeah, it's a win-win situation, and
Yeah,
I
that is
mean,
true.
it's money that you're gonna spend anyway. I
Right?
mean, think about the situation. Think about it as if like it never happened. Like you would have been paying PS all this money,
Yeah,
and you have nothing. I mean,
yeah,
and you're not producing. You have to worry about how much you're using. You have to worry about the prices going up every year. You have to worry about all the things that go into that. And
yeah.
solar is getting more popular. As it gains popularity, we all know supply and demand. It
Right,
goes up.
right,
The price
right.
of solar is going to go up. The price of maybe even loans or maybe go up or fluctuate,
Oh,
but
they already have.
yeah. So
From when I got it, and that was only like what, 2 years ago. So it's went up because I had a neighbor tell me they quoted her 35,000, and I'm thinking, what?
right.
Yeah, my house is bigger than yours.
Right.
Like, how they quoted you 35?
I
Go to
mean,
a different company.
there's different companies and there's different loan
Right.
options, and I mean you could go private and do a personal loan and then go with the solar company through that avenue. But you know it's a win-win, I feel like, and it's just what suits you. I mean,
Of
i've
what you could
had I
afford.
have a friend that actually his dad went solar, and he borrowed from his 401k,
See,
and he
that was
took from
good.
that and bought the system outright
Right.
and just dealing with it that way.
Because
I
you would
mean,
save money.
it's what works for you. I mean, by whatever means you can go about getting the funding for the solar panels, I mean, I would do so more sooner than later. I mean, it's
Yeah.
gaining popularity, and we all know that when something gains popularity, the prices go up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm thankful that I was able to get a loan because I'm not rich. I don't have funds available like that. Even though I'm a homeowner, I work, I save, I work, and I save and I work. But being able to get the loan, to get something that is helping me save money on something that I spend money on anyway, is always a plus in my book.
right, right, right. So, I want to thank you for being a guest on my show and informing all my
Awesome.
viewers about what it's like. What is the deal with solar? I appreciate your time, and we are up and out.